I'd like for us to take a couple deep breaths just to be in the moment. We are at an interesting moment in history with Israel and our own government, and I'd like us to just be able to focus on what is here right in front of us right now. If you'd like, you can close your eyes. I'm going to ask you to imagine somebody who might not be here, and you might have an easier time imagining them with your eyes closed. You don't have to sit in a special way. I'd like you to just take 2 deep breaths in and out. In and out. Keep this rhythm going. Feel yourself sitting here. Feel yourself surrounded by all these people. Feel yourself, I hope, happy and content. I ask that you raise your right hand and place it over your heart. And I want you to think about the people who have loved you over the years, the people who have been there for you during difficult times, who have supported you without judging you, and who stood by your side even when it was difficult. Think about the people who have celebrated your moments of greatest joy with you, the people who saw your successes as their own, the people who derived such pleasure and fulfillment from seeing you happy. Feel your loved ones' love flowing through you, lifting you up, brightening your mood, and filling your heart. And know that that love is always there, even if they are not physically with you, because you carry that love in your heart. And know that you are always worthy of that love. It came to you because you deserved it for just being. That's the power of love. That is the power of social connection. All of us, regardless of what walk of life we're in, we have the ability to shine a light on the bright spots. Whether those are relationships that bring joy or movements in our community that are helping grow connection, it's where we use our power to focus the attention of others that ultimately determines whether or not we create more light or more darkness in the world. But I just want all of you to know, just as I want our future kids and grandkids and great-grandkids to know, just as I remind myself as well, that we are all worthy of love and connection, even in those moments where we feel that we perhaps aren't. Even those moments where we feel like we are the only ones who might be struggling. The truth is, we are not alone. There are others out there who want what we want. A world that is more connected. A world where we can actually be there for one another. And that is within our grasp. We only have to see it, to name it, and to start taking actions in our day-to-day lives to build the world which reflects those values. You can open your eyes now. I recently heard something that I loved, that reality is an imagination battle, that what we understand the world to be, its structures, how our very world functions, is a creation of imagination. We live in a world where there is actually no superiority based on what we are born into, whether it be skin, sexuality, gender, any of that. But someone has imagined superiority, and someone has imagined hierarchical structures that we all live in now. And we can become very committed to these constructs. The idea that a Jewish person is greedy is a creation of an imagination. Anti-Semitism, Nazi salutes. These are created and at the outset from one's imagination. But it works in the reverse as well. Freedom, equality, healing, relearning, positive change in general. These too are products of participating in this imagination battle. This week in our Torah portion, Vaera, after being told by God he will lead the Israelites to freedom, Moses meets with the divine and questions how he, little old Moses, could be capable of freeing the Israelites from Pharaoh's slavery. He pleads that he is tongue-tied, not once, but twice, that his speech impediment prevents him from leading, that he isn't equipped to heed this task. He can't imagine that he alone has the faculties to free the Hebrews from their tyrannical ruler. Moses doesn't find the confidence, the belief in himself or in the future until Aaron joins in the vision to do Moses' scripted speaking. And it wasn't until God's promised divine companionship that Moses could reimagine his potential, the potential of the Israelites. In his partnership with Aaron and bolstered by divine assurance, Moses found the strength to lead, to believe in a world with more freedom. This collaborative vision, Moses, Aaron, and God, unleashed the 10 plagues and set forth the Exodus, illustrating how collective imagination can forge monumental change. Last Torah portion, God speaks to Moses, Ehyeh asher ehyeh, translated to, I will be what I will be. Moses asks what he should call the eternal in the response, I will be what I will be. Asher ehyeh asher, ehyeh asher ehyeh. This name that God reveals to Moses is not static. It pulses with potential, responsive to our deepest dreams and gravest struggles. It invites us to see that our imaginations can spark divine action, or that divine action sparks imagination, and that together we can sculpt a world that mirrors our highest aspirations. This name invites us to engage actively with the divine, co-creating reality steeped in the values we hold dear. And here lies the profound call to employ our creativity to mold a world that is not only envisioned in our highest ideals, but grounded in the actions of our everyday lives. It is a directive to see our imagination as potent tools to effect real and substantive change, that imagination is the key to all change, the influencing, not remaining solely in the spiritual, but also in the structures, the physical, tangible aspects of our existence. As we move forward, let's embody the spirit of I will be what I will be. Through imagination, by recognizing it as a reflection of our potential to affect change, recognize that in this creative process, you are not alone. There are countless others who share your vision, your commitment to transforming these dreams into actions. Let this understanding motivate us to act with conviction, to extend compassion without reservation, and to advocate for fairness with relentless determination. As we near the end of this service, I'd like to leave us with a prayer. I pray that none of us feel silenced, that none of us feel alone. I pray we recognize that we, just in this room, share that hope for a better world, that imagination for a better world. And I pray we see it as a tool that empowers us, rather than one which makes us feel defeated. Shabbat Shalom.